You don't fall into the same hole twice by accident. You dig it yourself, a little more each time, then walk down into it on your own 2 feet and call it bad luck. You keep asking why this is happening again. Same deadline panic, different project, same X, different apology. Your brain doesn't call this a pattern. It calls this a brand new situation, completely separate, unrelated to last time. That's the trap. You don't see the loop, because every time it shows up wearing a different outfit. You blame the deadline, the timing, the other person, the circumstances. And because each excuse sounds reasonable on its own, you never step back far enough to notice that 5 separate incidents were actually one incident, repeated, wearing different clothes each time. It never feels like repetition in the moment. It feels like a fresh problem, deserving a fresh explanation, and that's exactly what keeps you from connecting the dots until years have already passed. There's a psychological mechanism that explains this exactly, and it was demonstrated back in 1942. Psychologist Abraham Lutyens ran a simple experiment. He gave participants a series of water jug math problems, all solvable with one specific formula. Once they got used to that formula, he gave them a new problem, an easier one, solvable in a much shorter way. Almost everyone kept using the old, longer, more complicated formula, even though the shortcut was sitting right in front of them. Some participants used the old method even after being told directly that a faster one existed. Lutyens called this the Einstellung effect. The brain defaults to the familiar solution, even when it's no longer the best option, simply because it worked one time before, and because reaching for an old method costs less energy than thinking through the problem fresh. Here's the part that changes how you see all of this. People rarely repeat mistakes because they forgot the pain. They repeat them because they remember the strategy. The pain fades. The playbook doesn't. Your brain filed away a set of steps that one time got you through a hard moment, and it treats that playbook as reusable, regardless of whether the ending was actually good. That's the scary part. Your brain isn't broken when it does this. It's working exactly as designed. It often gives familiarity more weight than long-term outcomes, because a known cost feels more manageable than an unknown one, even when the known cost keeps adding up. Take the deadline. Someone tells themselves every single time that this project will be different. They'll start early, pace themselves, avoid the last-minute scramble, and every single time they open the file 3 days before it's due, heart racing, running on the same adrenaline they swore they hated last round. It's not laziness. Their brain learned, at some point, that panic produces results, so panic is what it reaches for, over and over, regardless of the cost to their sleep or their sanity. The project changes. The client changes. The exact same 3-day scramble does not. The second example is the X. Someone knows exactly how the story ends before it even restarts. The same silence, the same excuses, the same slow fade. And they go back anyway, not because they forgot how badly it hurt, but because some part of them remembers the early weeks, the version of that person who felt like home, and reaches for that memory as if it were still available on demand. The pain from the breakup fades within months. The memory of how good the beginning felt somehow never does.